Hello and welcome back to the TorontoWebsiteDeveloper.com. I am PD Worski, the Toronto Website Developer specializing in Drupal. In the second video tutorial on Drupal 7 Commerce module, I want to walk you through how we can create a product catalog. So previously what we did was we created some products, added a display for that product, and then showed it on our front page just as a stream of news. But what I'd like to be able to do is actually set up somewhat of a storefront on our site. Now, before I do that, I'm over at TorontoWebsiteDeveloper.com/store. Here you can purchase my video tutorial series. I post them as I complete them, with sometimes a little bit of a delay, but you'll see I've posted Introduction to PHP, again, available for $20 like all other video tutorial series. Your purchase goes to help me continue to develop these video tutorials, keep them free, keep them frequent. You'll notice I've also updated the savings. So essentially, if you buy 3 tutorials, you'll get that 4th free once you add it to your cart. And if you don't feel like buying all 4, there's a number of different discounts at a different number of products as well. If you don't have money but you want to help out, please just leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment on YouTube. Always appreciate those, and Drupal uses those, or rather YouTube uses those to help promote these video tutorials to other users. That said, why don't we get back over to the video tutorial test site that I have going, and you'll see that I've created a couple more products. Susie Sleeping, which is a limited edition $50 product, and Susie with Toys at $15. Now, before we go into actually creating a catalog, what I did want to show you, which I kind of glazed over in the previous video tutorial, was under Content Types, Product Display, Manage Display, I can change the default number of items that are added to the cart. So you'll see here, if I click on this product field, there's the Add to Cart form settings, and you can display a text field quantity widget on the Add to Cart form. I didn't show you that in the first video tutorial, perhaps I should have, so I'm just going to check that off. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this product display, go back to my home page. And now if I go into Bailey lying down, you'll see I get this nice product quantity, and I can add 4, 5, whatever I want to add. The reason why we didn't do that before is because it didn't make sense to buy more than one picture of Bailey, but maybe you have products where quantities do make sense, and that's how you can add that right there. Now, going back to the homepage, you'll notice I've got this stream of news, river of news rather, and it doesn't really look very appealing. What I'd like to have is a nice tab which says store and show off all my products. And so there's 2 different ways to do this. I'll show you both, and I'll show you what I recommend as well. So the first, they're both views. So we're going to go to structure, we're going to go to views, and we're going to add a view. And so we're going to pretend that we didn't create those product displays that we had. We created a bunch of products under store products here, but we haven't actually created these nodes to display them. So here's how we can do that to a degree. So I'm going to call this just product listings, right? And under show, it's originally showing content. What I want to show is commerce product. And it's going to tell me of type all. I can choose pictures or products as well. I'm going to choose pictures because that's what I'm selling right now. And so let's refer to this as picture listings, make it a little bit more accurate. So picture listings, we're going to create a page, picture listings, that's good. We're going to do it as fields. We're going to show 10 on a page, and we're going to use a pager. If you're not familiar with all this, I do have a series on views, so I'm going to move quickly through here. I suggest you check that out, and you'll get a whole wealth of knowledge on the views module itself, which is what we're using. So first thing I'm going to do, format, I'm going to change that to a table. I'm going to apply that. Yep, don't worry about that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding these fields here. So I'm going to go ahead, add. I'm going to go under product here. I want to add the cart form, and I want to add the dog name. I want to add the dog picture. I want to add the dog price. We'll show the SKU, and we'll also show the title. And so I can go ahead and apply those. And so here, create a label. That's going to be a header in my table. So I'll leave that as add to cart. That's good. And we'll take out form. We'll just go add to cart. Default quantity is going to be 1, so we'll go ahead and apply this. And again, you could check off display text field here if it made sense. It doesn't make sense in my situation, so I'm not going to do that. Again, create a label, dog name, so it's going to be a link. Go ahead and apply that. Dog picture. Here, I want to actually format this to, we'll go with a thumbnail, and then we'll link this to, I don't know, the content, I guess. And then price. Fixed amount, this is good. We're going to display the original as loaded, that's fine. And we'll go ahead and apply that. And then my SKU, again, just a simple SKU here, so we don't have to worry too much about that. We'll apply that as well. And then my title. Now, obviously, this is in a bunch of a little bit of a weird format. So what I should do is just click on rearrange here. And we're going to put the title first. with the product ID, actually maybe product ID first, title, the dog name, the dog picture, the dog price, the dog SKU, and then the add to cart at the very end. And so now I've got this nice kind of listing, and I can go ahead and just confirm that I've got picture listings here. In terms of menu, I can go and this is really going to test me here. I think it's a menu tab. And so we'll say it's under navigation, and we'll go dog picture store, purchase limited edition pictures of Bailey and Susie. And we'll go ahead and we'll apply that. And then, so the filter criteria is commerce product is equal to pictures. I guess we should make sure that those are active. And so the status here, we can go ahead, apply that one, and they've got to be active, yes. And so you see we still get all the active products. That makes sure people can't purchase the wrong ones. And then we'll also add a created date here. And what is it, descending? I always get that mixed up. Yep, so it's descending. And now we have our product listing. We can go ahead and save this and go back to our home page. And of course that didn't show up. Oh, that's the problem when you do things on the fly here. So we're going to go with a normal menu entry. Go ahead and save that because it's not a tab. And there's our dog picture store, so we're good. And here we go. We have all of our different dog pictures. We have the product ID, we have the title, we have the dog name, we have the price, we have the SKU. We can go add to cart, and then we can go to our cart, and there we go. We can actually make these purchases. We can go back to the dog picture store. If we add another one, it will just make that 2 in the cart. And that's nice. So that's one way to do your dog picture store. This is a little bit limited because we can't actually do anything here. We can't go into a description. We can't see any text. We can't see anything. And that's one of the nice things that we get when we go and we create this content type product display, is it's almost like that storefront, right? We get some description, we get a little bit of verbiage to be able to sell customers on our product. So the other way that I would recommend doing this is under structure views, add a view, and we'll call this, I'm going to call this the proper dog display store. I don't know, that's a terrible name. But I'm going to do content, and I'm going to do it of product display. And what I'm going to do is we're going to choose a table again of fields. We're going to use a pager, and I'll continue and edit this. And now what I want to do is we can add the title. So down here you see all these titles and stuff. I can go ahead, add new fields. And if I look at this, I go to content. I don't have anything that's actually related to my products. All that I have is the information that's associated with the product display, but nothing with the actual product. So what I need to do is I need to go to advanced, and I need to create a relationship. And so under content, I can see referenced products here. So I'm going to go ahead and click that off. And then I'm going to require this relationship, and I'm going to apply this as well. Now what I've done is if I go to add fields, you'll see that I can actually get to the commerce product now. And so what I can do is start pulling in information from that. So I know that I want the dog picture, I want the dog name, I want the SKU, and I want the price. But then what I want to do is I want to go back to the content, and I want we've got the title already, so I want the description. Bear with me here. So I think it comes under the body is what we did. And last thing I forgot to add under commerce product is I should add the add to cart form in case people don't want to go check out that node. So here we go, add to cart form, create, yeah, we're good. Take out the form there, and we can go apply this. And then again, the dog picture here, or sorry, the dog name as a link, that's good. Create a label, colon, yep, go ahead. And you see we're getting these errors now, so we should actually go check those out and see what's going on here, because these need to be referenced. That's good. This should be a thumbnail. Link the image to content, and let's go ahead and apply that. And then this one needs the same thing, needs the reference, the price, good, we'll apply that. The product SKU, again, needs to be referenced, that's good. hit apply there, and then the body is no problem. And so we should actually maybe put the body as a description or something like that. And now what we need to do is go ahead and rearrange these. And so what I want to do is I want to do, let's put the picture up at the top. Let's do the title. Let's do the description. I don't know, this is terrible. Doesn't really matter. Go ahead and apply that. And so now I've got content is published, yes. The content type is equal to product display. And let's add one more for making sure that the commerce product type is active, or status is active. So let's go ahead and apply that. Active, yes. Again, relationship is there, so we can go ahead and apply that. And now what we can see is we've got this dog picture, we've got this title, we've got this description, the name, add to cart. And if we go ahead and we save this, should add a menu item as well. Sorry. So we'll go normal menu entry, and we'll go with recommended dog picture store, whatever. You can add a description. I'm not going to. Hit apply. And so now I've got this nice path. I can go ahead and save that. And I can go to the home page, and I can see the recommended dog picture store. And now if I click on this title, I actually see the nice product display. I can get a little bit more information. And the nice thing about that is you don't actually have to include the description here. You can let users click through and get to that. And I'm kind of curious what happens if I go into here. So this is a bad thing. So what I should have done, sorry about that, is I can go back, edit this view, where I set the link to the dog picture, which is, oh man, bear with me. Here, we should just link to nothing and apply that. And I'll save that. And you would want to do that on the other dog picture store here, because if any user went to click on that, they wouldn't be able to get there. So really, this edit view, this dog picture should not link to anything. So let's save that as well. Oh, and I screwed something up on that. Doesn't matter. That's not the recommended store anyways. So this is the recommended store. You can click through to things, which is kind of nice. These links should actually go to the taxonomy term, but that's a view we would have to set up as well. And if I go ahead and I click add to cart, you're going to see that if I go to my cart, it's going to add it properly as well. So I've got Susie with toys as well as Susie sleeping now. So that's how you can create a nice catalog. Hopefully this wasn't too quickly. Again, if you aren't familiar with views, I have an entire series on views. That's why I blew through this. I really wanted to get you into the meat of things quickly, and it's probably going to be the way that I do this entire video tutorial series. I want to move quick. You can always pause or rewind. So hopefully I don't lose you. Again, if this video tutorial helped you, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know. Always appreciate that type of feedback, and hopefully we'll see you for the next video tutorial. Thanks very much for watching.